Hello everyone, you are watching Fundamentals of Derivatives with Ravindra Hegde, lecturer, MES College of Commerce, Sirsi. Dear friends, in this session, let us begin with the wonderful concept in your semester titled as Fundamentals of Derivatives. Before begin with the derivatives, let us have complete clarify about financial markets. You should know what is a financial market. You should understand the various components of financial market, the entire hierarchy about financial market. Friends, in one line, if I have to tell you what is financial market, I would simply say financial market is a market where people trade financial securities, and the term securities would mean shares, bonds, currencies, other financial instruments, and securities, or there would also mean derivatives. In simple words, what I am trying to tell you is derivative market itself is a component of financial market. So I want you people to pay attention on screen and let us understand everything about financial market and its hierarchy. As I just said, a financial market is a market in which people trade financial securities. Securities include stocks and bonds. They also include currencies and other financial instruments. They also include derivatives. That's why derivative is a component of financial market. Now let us understand hierarchy of financial market. Here we go. Financial market is broadly classified into three categories: money market, capital market, and forex market. Now let us focus on money market and capital market right now. The line of difference between money market and capital market is drawn on the basis of the term involved. When the securities or investments have short term, a term less than 1 year or 12 months, they are classified as components of money market. When the term involved is longer than 12 months, longer than 1 year, that is a long-term securities or long-term instruments, will come under capital market. So all the short-term securities are traded in money market and long-term securities are traded in capital market. Now friends, capital market securities are classified into two categories: bonds and shares. For bonds, we have bond market or debt market, and for shares, we have stock market or share market or stock exchange. Now, each of these are further classified as primary market and secondary market. Now, let us understand what is primary market and secondary market. Now, let us assume that the company is coming up a public offer. That means it's a IPO or FPO be announced by company. Company is coming up with share issue and public who are investors subscribing. Now this activity takes place in primary market. Now once the shares have been floated by the company, these shares are traded among the investors in the stock market. that part of stock market where these shares are traded, where the floated shares or securities are traded, that means there are constantly bought and sold on day to day trading basis among the investors, that happens in secondary market. So as I just mentioned, capital market is classified as debt market and stock market. And now stock market is classified into two categories: primary market and secondary market. For that reason, even money market and debt market is classified into primary market and secondary market. Now friends, our focus right now is on stock market. Stock market is classified as primary market and secondary market. And secondary market is classified as spot market. It is also known as cash market and derivative market. Derivative market is also known as F and O market. F and O means futures and options. Derivative market has two components: futures and options. Futures and options. And each of these further classified into three categories: stock futures, index futures, and currency futures. Likewise, options are classified into stock option, index option, and currency option. Alright friends, let us move ahead and discuss about derivatives in the next class. Thank you so much.